Once upon a time, in a peaceful village surrounded by rolling hills and a sparkling river, there lived an old water bearer. Every morning, he would walk down to the river, carrying a sturdy wooden pole across his shoulders. Hanging from each end of the pole were two large clay pots, which he used to fetch water for his master's household. One of the pots was perfect. It gleamed in the sunlight, its surface smooth and unblemished, and it always delivered a full portion of water. The other pot, however, had a long crack running down its side. No matter how carefully the water bearer filled it, by the time he reached his master's house, half the water had leaked out. This routine continued for years. The water bearer would carry 1.5 pots of water to his master every day. The perfect pot felt proud of its accomplishment. It often boasted about how well it performed its duty. The cracked pot, on the other hand, was filled with shame. It knew it wasn't doing what it was supposed to. "I'm useless," it thought. "I make the water bearer work harder, but I can only give half of what I meant to." One day, unable to bear its guilt any longer, the cracked pot spoke to the water bearer as they walked to the river. Its voice trembled with sadness as it said, "Master, I must apologize. I feel so ashamed. Because of my flaw, you never get to deliver a full 2 pots of water. I've let you down every single day." The water bearer stopped, looked at the pot with kind eyes and said, "Why are you apologizing? You haven't let me down at all. Let me show you something." As they walked back to the master's house, the water bearer said, "Look closely at the path." The cracked pot, curious but still unsure, looked down. For the first time, it noticed something remarkable. On its side of the path, the ground was dotted with vibrant flowers, bright yellow daisies, soft pink roses, and cheerful marigolds. Their petals danced in the breeze, and their sweet fragrance filled the air. The other side of the path, however, was barren and dry, with nothing but dust and rocks. The cracked pot gasped. "How is this possible?" it asked. The water bearer smiled. "I've always known about your crack," he said gently, "so I decided to make the most of it. I planted flower seeds along your side of the path. Every day, as we walk back from the river, you've been watering those seeds without even realizing it. Thanks to you, this path is now filled with beauty, and I can bring fresh flowers to decorate my master's table. Without your flaw, this beauty wouldn't exist." The cracked pot was deeply moved. It had spent so long feeling ashamed of its imperfection, never realizing the hidden good it had been doing all along. From that day on, the cracked pot no longer felt worthless. It carried its crack with pride, knowing that its unique flaw had brought color and joy to the world. Each of us has our own flaws and imperfections, but those very flaws can create unexpected beauty and value. Instead of hiding what makes you different, embrace it. It might just be your greatest strength. If you want to get a story like this, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.